It's for Central Michigan. Good stutter step, challenge, and gets it over the top of Walker, but can't get it to go. Walker with speed up to Zabo, who catches and fires. And another,
making life really difficult for the Chippewas. You saw Sean Roundtree a little wildly going towards the rim a few moments ago, but a good finish by Cecil Williams to kind of get around that block attempt.
Avery controls the rock. Pippen nearly has it taken away. Under 10 on the shot clock. Zabo around DeLeo and one.
That's a way you can start hot. Getting Cecil Williams going to the bucket. Sean Roundtree, nice find.
5-0 spurt, all from Cecil Williams, and one to Roundtree. Got it from three.
You can see the coaching staff and the bench for Kent State. As soon as a made bucket goes in for Central Michigan, they want the tempo pushed. They want that team getting the ball across the timeline and getting into their offensive set early so they can get a few different looks at the bucket like they're doing right here, some motion offense.
Zabo creates separation and a push on Luke Meyer.
Meyer, like we mentioned before the break, out with two, and BJ Dooling out with two personals for Kent State.
Yeah, that's a great point, Matt. Williams been the best player for CMU with 7 already. He picks up that third, though. The Chippewas will be in trouble. And their second starter, as Matt mentioned, Luke Meyer on the bench. Zabo, what a great stop, but
to his spot in the corner to accept that pass, and then the C's part, driving to the rim.
6-point lead for CMU, their largest of the game, on a 14-5 run. Inside, Jalen Avery. Great pass to Zabo. But another miss. And the rebound down to Matty Smith.
Those teams getting in, they just got hot at the right time. But you'd rather be flying high, playing some of your best basketball of the season, and having that great regular season and maybe setting some history and some records in the process.
You wonder why these coaches make the big money. That is a ton of pressure to be that best team, especially in these mid-major conferences where you get just one bid to the tournament. 8-point lead for CMU as Zabo flies in. DeLeo releases and knocks it through. A 9-point lead for Central Michigan. Again, the tough thing about playing in a conference this good is trying to win on the road. And Kent State doesn't, as Kent State keeps it on the foul by CMU. Zabo here. 2 for 2 at the line. Lead back to 10 with 3 minutes to play in the first half. De La Rosa and Zabo, the two leaders for Kent State, with 6. They're both on the floor. We'll see if potentially they're the go-to guys here down the stretch in the first half. Here is Zabo, and he goes right to work on the other end.
Sometimes some teams just really struggle playing away from home. This Kent State team seems to have that theme, 500 basketball throughout the year.
Zabo collects the miss. Only flashes within 6.
Could be a perfect start if we can knock this one down here. Oh, that would have been a dream start for Kent State.
David DeLeo splits the pair. Jalen Walker potentially get going in this second half with just 5 in the first. He has it against McKay. Zabo to the bucket. Great attack and scores off the glass.
Such a tough.
Roundtree a catch and shoot. And to the corner, chased down by Jalen Walker. Lost it, but it ends up in the hands of Zabo, who squirts inside off the glass for 2.
Stare right there.
Meyer 2 for 4 from the floor with just 4 points, 3 rebounds. Does have a couple of blocks, but now will have to sit. He picked up 3 fouls in the first half, just picked up his 4th. Zabo weaving down the lane, another acrobatic move first half. Williams left alone for 3. This one unable to go, and Walker clears. Zabo a corner three. Over the top of Walker, who tried to pick it up. Out to Roundtree. Good ball fake. And shots just not falling for either team. Zabo open for three. Another miss. 10 points for Adonis De La Rosa. 8 minutes to play, a 1-point game. Zabo gets his toes behind the line and hits the triple. We are the MAC defending champions. Represented this conference, as we talked about earlier, Matt, a one-bid league, and they represented the MAC in the NCAA tournament a season ago.
You want to have that. You want to be the hunted instead of the hunter. It's always a lot more fun when you've got those teams bringing their best effort every single night. You step into the building.
Dueling, whips it out, and Zabo walks. 2-point lead for Kent State. Williams has it crawl off the front of the rim. Kent State trying to add on to their 2-point lead. Coming up on the 5-minute mark. Getting late. Dueling, flying in for the putback. Potentially, maybe even 3. It's a 2-possession game still. Golden Flashes can run the clock down and looking to get a late bucket. Zabo off the cross. Big time 3. Matt Beechler trying to keep Central Michigan in it, though. 5-point game. Chippewas trying to foul, and they do get Zabo.
Only a 9-point road win at Norfolk State in late November, to their credit. That danced off the top of the backboard from Adway, and here comes Kevin Zabo, averaging 18 points a game in conference play. Like most of this Kent State ball club, he is a transfer. Started
penetrating and looking to score like that, but that's certainly going to be a nice addition.
Freshman averaging 7.8 points a game. B.J. Dooling, a true freshman from Newark, Ohio, in off the bench for Kent State. Zabo left it way short over Jackson.
Falling down like that, a big loop, turned around and wasn't anybody there, and he put it down strong.
Rocket lead back up to 10. Given Zabo just 2 points, only 2 shots thus far. Nice move to get by Alderson and got it to dance in. Defense.
Well, Canapke worked De La Rosa high up the lane that time and really pushed him another step or two above where De La Rosa wanted to position himself, and Canapke held the position and got a good lead pass for the layup.
Zabo missing the 3. Canapke attacking, pushed it to the corner. Navigado missed the 3. Ripped out of the air by Danny Pippen. Got a career-high 16 points against Western Michigan last time out. Wouldn't roll in for Zabo. Fletcher and Marion Jackson back in the game for Toledo. Fletcher wayward from 3. Toledo, a team coming in that was so hot from beyond the arc, just 4 of 12 thus far. Zabo across the lane, but right at the freshman. Jackson nearly banked it in. De La Rosa, I think, put the rebound off the forehead of Jalen Walker. Luckily, De La Rosa's got strong hands, was able to hang on to it.
The forehead or the nose, I'm not sure which, but he gave Walker a good 15-foot knockback.
Yeah, something painful. Zabo off of both Kevin Zabo and Danny Pippen before flashing to the basket.
Just as we said, they try to get him, run a set for him right out of the halftime to try to get him a little momentum going, and good shot for him, he just couldn't finish it.
Zabo went right around the freshman, 4 points so far. Fletcher feeding a wide open, Jalen Sanford, too long on the 3, and run down by Jalen Avery, the junior from Covington, Kentucky. Zabo, a transition 3, and he got it.
Those at home saw Canapke catch. He caught the ball high and kept it high. Never brought it down where those little fellas can slap it away from him, and he finished good there. Good move by him.
Zabo goes at the big guy. On just 2 of 7 shooting. Shot clock down to 7. Jackson lost the handle. Here comes Zabo for Kent State. Pushing it goes right at Fletcher to lay it in. He was the guy that Toledo turned to late in their other grind-it-out win on the MAC. That was a home win here over Akron, 67-65 in early January. He had 22 points in that game, including several clutch buckets in the final few minutes. Zabo with the speed to get around Sanford and Adway. Adway came up with a foul was called. They're down 3 rather when the foul was called, and now they're up 1. Students getting into it.
Crowd back into it a little bit.
Nice cut by Zabo and a good setup.
That momentum on their side now, and the fans behind them, and there's a little more giddy up in the Rocket step right now.
Kevin Zabo back out there with 4 fouls for Kent State. He has 17 points, and Sanford almost jumped the attempted handoff to Zabo. Zabo spinning on Sanford, goes right at him. Sanford called for the foul. Walker on the inbound pass. They trail by 4. Zabo will attack. Steps around Marion Jackson to lay it.
Kevin Zabo is at all times. He's going to get the shots up, but make him feel uncomfortable. Make sure you have a hand in his face. And for the flashes, do it by committee. Hit the open guy, be unselfish, and your big men must stay out of foul trouble. That means Danny Pippen, De La Rosa, B.J. Dooling. You have to stay in this game to compete. The Broncos down just never panics, never gets out of control. Very crafty. Nice bounce pass there.
Wilder is the points per game leader for the Broncos, but he's also far and away their assists per game leader at almost 8 per 40 minutes. Zabo with another drive, got blocked this time. Now he's outside, putting the moves on Moore, who got around him. Jump shot 3 near side misses. Jones can't hit. Kent State the ball. Up one. Zabo with a clear path. You can credit for the defense on that one as De La Rosa continues to misfire from close range. On a drive, Jared Perini can't come up with it. Kent State on the move. Bumped is Zabo. War in the early going. Difference, Kent State 5 for 5 from three-point range. Broncos 2 for 5. Wilder hit one earlier. That here as Peterson has the rebound. Kent State wants to push. Zabo crosses.
These rims are taking a beating early. Great play there by Bryce Moore, setting up his teammate Josh Davis, showing you the athleticism, high riser.
Two-time MAC West player of the arc, at least most of it, 4 for 4. Kent State gets it back up by 10. Out of the timeout, Walker. Kent State has 7 assists in its 12 field goals.
And Ty, who's got 5 of them?
Into it somewhat with that driving left-hander.
That's what your leader has to do. When you need a bucket, he's got to be the guy.
When you have a guy like Thomas Wilder on your squad, you feel like you're never out of a game.
Never out of a game, especially a guy like him who runs the show. You never see him panicked. Not good execution from Kent State. A little stagnant on offense. No fluidity in that possession.
With a great read by Davis, who has steal number 15. Zabo runs it for KSU. Another miss, but a long rebound. Steps with a great read by Davis, who has steal number 15. Zabo runs it for KSU. Another miss, but a long rebound. Steps. The ball was deflected, so no penalty for Zabo, retreating into the backcourt. Avery wide open. 15-point Golden Flash's lead over the Broncos. Already surpassed their win total on the road from a year ago. Looked like a clear lane for Avery, but he missed. The 7-footer De La Rosa with an easy putback miss. Pippen trying to save it and does. Field goal in the second half.
3 pure strokes from Bryce Moore. Great arc in his shot. He's a winner too. Won 3 state titles in high school. So there is no quitting that young man.
Suddenly it's a 13.
Kevin Zabo doing everything so well. Playing so nice on the offensive end, but his defense, that hasn't gone unnoticed. He's had great ball pressure all night. You see again there. Gets the tie-up. Possession arrow in favor of the...
Walker is going to be well short on a quick trigger. That's probably the first time in a while we've seen Walker take a shot like that.
Really forced there. No need for that at all.
These two teams look like they need the next timeout. Can't come fast enough for either side.
Nice stroke. Shooting almost 60% from the field. You can get hot in a hurry.
As he did against State, he was 3 for 3.
Quick 8 points in that ball game. He's really solidified himself as their backup point guard.
Still a 12-point game. That was Kent State's halftime advantage. Defensively. Wilder gets a good run to the basket. Flips it up. No, but Dugan is there.
Back within 10. 7 minutes to go. Another big possession. Donis De La Rosa. I agree with you, Ty. I like you letting them play, and that's nothing there, but you got to call that one on Johnson. He created the contact there. That's a tough call.
Golden Flashes get some added time to the shot. Kent State shooting just 35% in the second half. Has taken 2 free throws in the second half compared to Western Michigan's 21.
Wow.
And now a huge possession. What could have been an easy Tuesday night here at home for the Golden Flashes becomes a very laborious.
There's a 14-second difference between game clock and shot clock, so you don't want to foul Play this possession out and see what you get in offense.
Broncos run the risk if they allow the Golden Flashes to take a lot of time off the shot clock and get a good look of running out of time. It'll be Zabo, at least for the time being.
All he got there before the ball hit the backboard. Let's take another look here. No. Clearly tending by Walker. And I think that one was going to fall off the rim. Walker gets a piece of it, and this one is knotted at 71. No time.
Has to be stopped by Ohio. They have to also finish at the rim. The big guys got to make sure they finish it. Kent State cannot put the Bobcats on the free throw line. They have to win the rebounding war. He was all freshman last year in the MAC, and this has happened to Saul Phillips last year. His best player, Antonio Campbell, broke his foot. He's player of the year. And
Columbus had a career best 6 blocks in a win over Northern Illinois Saturday. For Ohio, lone Bobcat MAC win so far. They lost at home in Athens to Ball State Tuesday. Kent State got blasted on the road at Miami. Zabo, hesitation move. Had it swatted by Taylor. Right on cue, big dog.
You get an offensive rebound, it's still very big for Kent State.
First foul, their partner on Taylor. Here's Avery. Committed his 6th foul of the season in this first half. Amazing. Only 6 on the year.
Each other out. And 2 empty possessions for the Bobcats.
Got to get the ball inside of De La Rosa. His free throw percentage numbers are absolutely extraordinary from last year, skyrocketing between last year and this. Zabo drive to the basket off the glass.
Big guy De La Rosa out of the game. They're going to have to try to get the ball down low. I think now in the game is Frederick. So maybe look at get the ball to him.
Back in assists per game, but his offensive game with some injury issues. He's been struggling physically. It's hurt him a little bit.
He's got to learn how to take an offensive foul without killing himself. I just seen Zabo learn to sit there and go down before they hit you.
Kirk to the basket, can't finish to the left. Peterson offensive glass. Avery run out to Kent State. Zabo slips. Trying to make his move toward the 10.
Well, Peterson's wide open at the top of the key. Nobody anywhere near him.
Bump foul called Dardis.
Without their big man. Doug Taylor out for Ohio. Adonis De La Rosa out for Kent State. Both on foul trouble.
2 fouls each first half. 10 turnovers Ohio. They average 12 a game. And Saul Phillips told us today how important that was going to be on the road. You've got to take care of the rock. Not happening for the Bobcats first half so far. Zabo up top. Long range 3. Kevin Zabo. Kent State trying to adjust the loss of Jimmy Hall from last year. Miss Pippen. Zabo amongst the trees. The weak side rebound. Stick back down low.
Getting to the basket.
Laster, great feed from Kirk. Can't finish off the glass. Look at Zabo elevate and bring down a rebound. The guard doing it all for Kent State. Transition 3 on cue. This time it rattles out. In double-figure rebounds per game entering the weekend. He's a good one for EMU.
Rob Senderoff said we got to limit their fouls. Got to keep them off the free throw line. So far in the second half, they haven't done it.
Has not happened at all in the second. You're right. Zabo, long-range shot. Short on 3. And big call coming. Laster. Reverse layup. Can't finish with the right. Frederick defensive glass for Kent State. Avery for right now on the 1-0. Zabo again. Transition 3. This time, he's got it. Flash attack this year. Not this time for Laster with the left.
Where Laster's struggling.
Zabo other end. Also with the southpaw effort. Kirk, drive to the basket. Can't get a roll. Now Frederick defensive glass for Kent State. Avery. The run out. Zabo, transition 3 again. You bet. Kevin on the same page now. Watching Dardis drain a long 3. Dardis' second big shot of the night for him.
Not a good shot by Zabo on that one.
Kirk amongst the trees. Kick out for block. Dardis for 3. Long rebound, Zabo. Here's Kent State.
Good defense covering up on the low block by the Golden Flash.
Kevin Zabo feeling it. 1-point game.
3-point jump shot has changed everything from Ohio U. 7 3-point attempts. 7 of 10 in the second half for the Bobcats.
Wow. Absolute game changer. 180 for Ohio, down 9 at the break. Zabo step back. Oh, it's a 2. Kevin Zabo. 10 points for the junior. One of the top assist men in the MAC, getting it done from long range.
And he had a man right in his face. I think it was Walker right in his grill.
All tied up, and Zabo is bumped on the way to the back. 10 seconds for block. Here's Laster on the wing. Step back. Jumper is short. In the corner. Grabbed by Zabo. Foul. With 3 points.